So yeah, I was doing a lot of questioning back when I was in middle school, and one of the things that I questioned about or came to a conclusion about was whether or not we were animals or humans. And I came to the conclusion that we're actually both. We're animals first and foremost, and humans second, always and foremost. Yeah, first and foremost. I didn't even add that last part. We're animals first and humans second, meaning that we all run with this basic understanding of this basic thought process and perspective of through the animalistic viewpoint. And then the second we start to understand the animalistic thought process and viewpoint and understand how it interacts and the reason why we want this or why we do this or why we act this way, the second we understand our actioning or the second we start reasoning for the actions and understanding the actions or where the source of the need or want for the action is, then we become humans. So yeah, yeah, pretty much once you realize that you're an animal, you become more than an animal. And it's kind of funny because I literally came to this conclusion, and I came to a later conclusion. I was like, if God was going to create an animal, how would He create an animal to teach an animal that's not an animal? And it seems like contrary, or it seems like it would have a lot of conflict, or uh, just I'll just say a lot of conflict. But when you really think about it, if you were going to create an animal and you want to teach it that it's not an animal, how would you teach it that it's not an animal? You would literally have to make the animal side and the human side, or the other side, the different side, and you would have to have that animal side so the other side could learn that it's not that. And I think a lot of religions are based on these two assumptions that we're either animals at heart or we're humans at heart. Like Islam, I think has a lot to do with we're basically just animals at heart. And if you read up Islam, I think the text is more along the lines of we're speaking to an animal. It's teaching an animal about spirituality. Whereas Christianity is like, no, you're human already, and you need to act like it. There's two different sides to that, and I think it really has to do with the basis of whether we're considered animals or humans. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. What the religion and what the overall religion views as a person being. Are you an animal or are you human? And I think that one or the other isn't wrong or right. Well, actually, I think that we're more human. I think that we are humans. I think that there is a higher stage of understanding that comes about when we understand the animalistic side of ourselves, and then we become human. But so I do think that we are human. I think there is a greater step to us than our basic animalistic tendencies and our wants and our needs. I think there's a higher step to us. But it's only after we understand the thought process of the animal that we can understand the human, or understand why we are human. Like the animal is like first thought that ever comes to our mind. Like do that, do this, do this, do that, do that. And then once the human comes in and like organizes it all, like why am I thinking this again? And then organizes all that shit. Then we're like, oh shit, we see the bigger picture and we see the reason for our animalistic tendencies. We're like, oh shit, oh fuck, I'm a fucking human. Like I understand why I did all this shit. I understand why the animal part of me was like this, but in all reality, I'm human because it comes into fruition once you do it. But yeah, we're humans. We're humans. It's just we're animals first. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. You guys have a good one, TJ. Peace. Yeah, we all do stuff that's animalistic, stupid, for no reason. This is kind of how we are. But yeah, this is.